Hi, I wanted to come on and spend a few minutes with you. I'm Michele. Do you find in your world that it is filled with distractions and interruptions? The phone never seems to leave your side, right? And the computer's close at hand. Text, email, social media, shopping, searches, news, need I go on? All at your fingertips. And then you wonder how things fall through the cracks without you even noticing because you are so busy all the time. If you find it's time for you to start bringing more peace into what seems like your chaotic day, if you're looking to regain some focus, I have some ways how. And it starts with taking control of yourself. By changing some of your daily habits and incorporating practical methods that will help you stay more focused. And it's gonna start first with shifting your mindset. Because if you don't shift your mindset and start changing the way you're looking at things, it's going to be so difficult and it'll be a struggle for you to move forward. So I have 3 ways that you can start taking control of your mind. And the first is flow. When things seem to get out of control, that's where we start getting overwhelmed. We start having the anxiety set in. We are reacting. We're snapping. Anger comes. And you start to realize this is only stressing things out more. It's not helping in any way. So how do you start just going with the flow? Just realizing things are going to happen. And do your best to breathe through it and move with it. The next is right. Pay attention to your mind. Sometimes you have those obsessive thoughts, those nagging thoughts that are constantly like bugging you. And you realize it's taking your attention off of what you need to focus on. In those moments, it's time to just stop and write. Either just words, or if you have a bit of time, write out what you're thinking. Why? Because it releases those thoughts. It breaks that moment and it releases the thoughts onto that paper so you can separate yourself and put your attention where it needs to go. Meditate. I know, before you tune me out, I want you to tune in to yourself. When you meditate, you learn that thoughts are still going to come, but you don't get stuck in them. You let them float. So by meditating, you're learning throughout your day too how to let the thoughts float as well too. Now, you may not have or want to spend 30 minutes sitting on the floor, cross-legged, meditating. And that's okay. How about 5 minutes, maybe once or a few times a day? And that would allow you to just deep breathe and to tune in to yourself and help you relieve some of that stress. And once you start getting your mind in control, then you can start getting your day in control. So first off, look at your routines. It's a good idea to start setting routines for the morning and the evening. This way, then you're not constantly having to think about what you need to do, but you know this is what needs to be accomplished and you just do it. You don't even think about it or question it. You just get it done. Set lists. When you wake up in the morning, write down what you want to accomplish during the day. Because sometimes we forget, we think we won't, and then all of a sudden you realize, I forgot to do this. So write out a list, but don't make it long, don't make it overwhelming. Don't make it real easy either. Write down what you really need to accomplish for the day, and then set your mind to get that done. Decluttering. We need to spend a little time making sure that our spaces, our home and our office or workspace, are clean and away from the clutter, because that only slows us down. It only distracts us, especially if we have to be looking for things. Buffer your time. So as you are scheduling tasks for the day, give yourself at least 5 or 10 minutes to go in between, so that if you get stuck in a meeting, on a conference call, in an appointment, or if you are out and traffic is slow, you have a cushion there. We make excuses for a multitude of reasons. We're stressed, we're too busy, we need to bring in some peace. And one of the biggest excuses is that we just don't have the time, right? And I want you, when you find yourself saying you don't have time, to stop and think about that. We seem to make time for what we really want to do or what we really need to do. So if you find yourself saying, oh, I just don't have time for that, that's really code for I don't want to do it. Pay attention to that. So here's some tips and ideas to help you bring more peace, to start making changes, to start feeling more calm and centered and focused, and accomplish what you need to during the day. I thank you for spending a few minutes with me. I hope this will bring you some peace. Remember, it's a journey, and we want to make it a lifetime journey of bringing in new habits. There are links here of how we can connect in other